Good evening, everybody, and welcome again to the 14 Eagle Screen Share webinar. My name is Greg Phillips. We hope everybody has been safe and keeping that social distance. There's a lot of stuff going on now, so this is the time really for the 14 Eagles platform to really step up and help our friends and family out because a lot of people have to stay home and stuff like that. This is a perfect opportunity to call your friends up, let them know about the 14 Eagles platform and what we're trying to do here, and bring your friends and family to the calls because this is a very trying times right now, and we really want to help each other out. So with that being said, Bryant, you have the floor.
All right. Thank you. And I'd like to welcome everyone to the Thursday night call. First things first, as always, we want to go over any updates that we have in reference to the 14 Eagles platform. Everything's been going very, very well as far as the platform is concerned. People are using the platform. They haven't had any glitches so far in the platform, which is always good. Well, at least we haven't had anyone inquiring about any glitches or any mishaps. So that's fantastic. People are using it and they're getting through the gifting process fairly smoothly. As always, you want to make sure that when you send a gift through your Cash App, in the For section, you want to make sure that you put your username in the For section to let people know what your username is when you're sending your gift. And when you are confirming a gift, you want to make sure that you confirm that gift as quickly as possible because when you confirm someone, that allows that person that sent the gift to get into their nest. And we want people to get into their nest as quickly as possible so they can start inviting more people to the community and start receiving gifts as well. So we want to make sure that we confirm people as quickly as we possibly can. Also, the people that are sending gifts, whenever you are confirmed by someone that you sent the gift to, the system will send you an email letting you know that that person has confirmed you. So once you receive 3 confirmations, then you know that you have been confirmed by all 3 individuals, and you can then go and see your nest placement in the system. And you'll be able to start inviting people and receiving gifts as well. All right, so we just want people to understand that and know that that process. Also, if you go to the 14 Eagles website, which is located at www.14eaglesden.com, and if you click on the menu and click on the 14 Eagles video, you will see the instructions on how to join and set up the 14 Eagles platform, the sign up, the gift settings, and the gifting and confirmation process. So if you follow these instructions, you shouldn't have too much of a problem with the process and with the platform itself. Okay? So people are really getting the hang of it, and we're really glad of that. You want to make sure that people see the video presentation of how the platform works. That's very important. So that way people can get a visual concept of how the platform works itself and how you move up to the different levels within the gifting platform. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call or email us whenever you have a question about the platform itself. We want to make sure that you understand how that platform works and how the process works as well. All right. Now, as always, the first thing that we like to do whenever we start our webinar is to, and especially before we get into what 14 Eagles is and what we're all about, we always like to go over what we are not. And we want to make sure that no one gets any confusion about 14 Eagles and to make sure that people are comfortable with the 14 Eagles platform and our concept, we always like to go over what we are not. And one thing that we are not is a pyramid scheme. It's mostly natural for people whenever they have to bring in people or invite people or quote unquote recruit people into a platform or program or even an entity like 14 Eagles that people think that they're getting involved in or uh, uh, have some mind that they think that that these types of platforms are pyramid schemes. And so we want to assure people that 14 Eagles is not a pyramid scheme. And so we like to go over just a brief definition of what a pyramid scheme really is. You can go and Google pyramid scheme and you can get a more detailed definition of that. But we have a little brief definition just to show that we are not a pyramid scheme and to let you know what a pyramid scheme consists of. And here it says a pyramid scheme is a fraudulent system of making money based on recruiting an ever-increasing number of investors. And the key word here is investors. The initial promoters recruit investors who in turn recruit more investors and so on. The scheme is called a pyramid because at each level the number of investors increase. All right. So as I said, the key word here is investor. And so anytime that you have a platform that you're putting your money into and you're investing your money as an investor, you're always looking for a rate of return on your money. All right. And so normally when you're investing your money in something like that, okay, that is being controlled and monitored by the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission. And so when you're investing your money, that money does have a way of getting some type of return on your money because it's an investment. Well, whenever you enter into an investment scheme, such as a pyramid scheme, the first investors that put their money in, they receive money from the platform or the system, okay, that is taking the money from the last people that come into the scheme. And they take that money and they give a portion of that money to the people who first came into the scheme. So there really was no investment going on at all. All it was just a switcheroo of the money. Okay, from the last people that entered in as investors into the system to the first people who entered into the investment into the system. And so they just moved money around and made it look as though it was a return on their money. That is a pyramid scheme. That is a money game. Okay, and that is illegal in the eyes of the Securities Exchange Commission. Now, it's a more elaborate definition of that, but that's just the bottom line, straightforward explanation of it. And so whenever you enter into something like that and that is taking place, then that is illegal. Well, a lot of people get mistaken in thinking that networking type ventures and multi-level marketing type ventures and gifting platforms, they lump that in. Most people lump those platforms or entities into a pyramid scheme, and that is not the case here. That is something completely different. Okay, pyramid schemes are completely different from a networking or a multi-level marketing or gifting platform. And especially with the gifting platform, because, and one such as 14 Eagles, because we do not have investors, okay? We have people who send gifts. And whenever you receive a gift, okay, you're not expected to give anything in return for receiving that gift. And if you're giving a gift, you're not looking for anything in return, right? So there's no exchange here. All it is a gift. It's just as if someone gave you a gift for your birthday or for Christmas, okay, or for graduation, you're not looking, when you give that gift, you're not looking for anything in return. And so that is the same concept here with 14 Eagles. We send out gifts to individuals from person to person with no expectation of receiving anything in return. That gift is to help someone in a monetary way, and that is it. All right? So 14 Eagles has provided that platform for individuals to take part in, to help one another. It's a private private platform where people come together as a virtual community to be able to help each other. All right, so that's where we're different from a pyramid scheme. So we always like to, get that up front and out the way so people don't have to worry about, is 14 Eagles a pyramid? No, we're not. And so you can, relay that to people as you talk to them and let them know, no, 14 Eagles is not a pyramid scheme. Right? Very, very far from it. And we're proud of that. Okay? And we're boldly proud of that because we have helped a lot of people throughout the years with this platform. And no one has ever gotten hurt financially through a 14 Eagles platform. All right? Only thing people have done was have gotten help financially. All right? So, but now, what is 14 Eagles? What is 14 Eagles all about? Yes, we are a gifting platform, but we're more than just a gifting platform. And that's why we encourage people to come to our 14 Eagles community website at www.14eaglesden.com because we really feel that the website really gives you a great perspective of what 14 Eagles is all about and why we're here. And so I encourage you to come to the website and look at the welcome that we have on the website because it really lays it out for you and gives you a bird's eye view of what 14 Eagles is really all about. And so I always like to go over that welcome with everyone just so you can get a good vibe from it and see what we do here. And so it says here on the welcome, 14 Eagles is a platform that provides like-minded people from all walks of life the opportunity to help one another. 14 Eagles is not a business, it's not a corporation, it's not a network marketing organization. Rather, it's a private, invitation-only, global community of people who believe in the principle that by helping others, in that process, we help ourselves. That's the premise of 14 Eagles. As we give, so shall we receive. 14 Eagles commonly uses a unique online gifting platform that allows members to come together for mutual interest, commitment, and prosperity. 14 Eagles has taken a concept that is actually thousands of years old, giving, sharing, and accepting, and merged it with modern-day technology to create a virtual community. A community that has developed its own economy of peer-to-peer giving and sharing, which provides economic stability to become self-sufficient and self-sustaining. The 14 Eagles community is a bridge used to move people from a debt-based system formed on selling, buying, and taking to a collaborative-based system formed on giving, sharing, and accepting. This virtual community creates a paradigm shift in consciousness that inspires people to work together and garners love and harmony on a whole new spiritual level. There's a universal law, God's law. Whatever you give out in the universe, you will get back in abundance. If you are someone that has a heart for giving and genuinely like helping people, then get with the individual who referred you to the 14 Eagles community and let them know you want to be a part of this growing movement to change the world into the place it was meant to be. To register for the 14 Eagles community is free, But to send and receive gifts through the platform, you will need to get a Cash App and OG Pay accounts. Get with the member that invited you to walk through that process. So that's the 14 Eagles in a nutshell. Very, very self-explanatory. Very good perspective of what we do and why we're here. You know, our main mission here is to build a virtual community. You know, yes, we do have a gifting platform. You know, we pride ourselves in taking advantage of technology to be able to help people financially, to get through financial times, especially times as what we're going through right now, where people are on this COVID-19 lockdown. And so a lot of people find themselves not able to go to work right now, you know, shut in their homes due to this virus. And businesses are not able to open up their doors. So having a platform like 14 Eagles can help provide for people, you know, where we can come together and help each other. That's what it's all about. And so it's just, you know, collectively coming together and, you know, changing the way that we see things in the world. All right. Instead of people waiting for the government and the corporations to come to your aid, we can come to the aid of one another. We can help one another. And so if we continue this, even through this, you know, time that we're going through, if we can continue this onward for the future, you know, when something like this happens again, you know, we can be better prepared because we have a virtual community of where we're already helping each other. All right, we're already putting each other in a much better situation, all right, where we can take care of ourselves, and that's what it's all about. Can you imagine if people were already here in 14 Eagles, and this particular incident happened to us right now? Most of the people in the 14 Eagles community wouldn't even be worried about what's going on as far as, you know, the financial part of it, all right? Because we're already taking care of each other. We're already building our community of people that are helping each other financially. So we have a place for people to come. All right, and so this is the time to let people know about what we do. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. All right, it's not about that. All right, it's about community. That's what it's all about, community. And if we can gear our minds to building a community, then everything else will follow. Everything else will follow. So this is what we try to get across. And so, to help do that, to help put people in the right frame of mind and the proper mentality of what we're trying to do here at 14 Eagles, we encourage you, when you go to the community website, to look at the video row that we have on the website. You know, these videos that we have here, they will help put you in the frame of mind to be in our virtual community. Because not only do we give gifts within the 14 Eagles platform, but we also like to educate each other, okay? Educate each other in a way to where we can expand our thinking, expand our consciousness, all right? Because, you know, in our society, we have been manipulated and, for lack of a better word, brainwashed into certain types of information that is just not conducive for us to get ahead in life. It's always used to keep us down, to keep us behind the 8 ball, so to speak. And so in order to break out of that, we have to change our thoughts. We have to change our mentality. We have to expand our consciousness. And so that's what we try to provide here at 14 Eagles. You may not agree with all the information, but at least the information will get you to thinking, to get you to research, to get you to go out and seek more information, to get the right information for you and your family. That's what we do here. We pride ourselves more in and educating people and getting people to think and expand their consciousness than we do about the monetary gifts. You know, yes, people come for the monetary gifts because that is an essential thing that we need in order for us to live a day-to-day life. All right? But when you start to expand your mind and expand your consciousness, okay, the money becomes a byproduct of that. And you begin to think differently than most people who just concentrate on the money. And when you do that, the money will hunt you down. Okay? The money will follow in everything that you do. And so you don't worry about it as much as you used to, because that's what they want you to do, worry about money. They want you to worry about it. There's no need to worry about money. There's no need to. All right? But that's what they want us to do. I know that a couple of weeks ago we showed the debt clock. And we showed you that on that debt clock, we showed you the debt that the country is in. Okay? And it's kind of daunting to look at that number on that debt clock, because, you know, that gives you a snapshot of what this country is going through, you know, what the people in this country are going through. Because quite naturally, and I'll show it to you, quite naturally, the debt clock, it gives you a perspective of why most of the people in this country are in debt, okay, and why they want you to worry about money. Because as long as you're in debt and as long as you're worried about money, then they have control over you. They can have control over how you're going to think and how you're going to maneuver, right? And so we can eliminate this just by changing our thinking. And by changing our thinking and expanding our consciousness, the money will follow as we build a community of people that are like-minded, okay, and are coming together to connect with one another and to help each other monetarily. It will automatically happen. And so now your debt will start to wipe out. All right? See, the country is in debt because it's designed to be in debt. All right? And so until we understand that, until we know that for ourselves, then we won't get out of it. We will always be perpetually in debt, right along with the country, this so-called country. Okay? And the reason why I say so-called country is because most of us don't realize that the so-called country that we live in is no longer considered a country, but it's considered a corporation. And so that's why we give out the information that we do. We try to educate in that way. Okay? This is more than just a gifting platform. Okay? We're here to inform and to educate. We want you to go and research this information so you can find out for yourself. You know, it's almost like being an addict or an alcoholic. You know, you have to first admit that you're an alcoholic before you can really do something about it. All right? And so we have to admit that we are debt slaves in order for us to do something about it. We have to admit that that's what we are. And so in order to get out of it, you know, we have to know that we're in it. All right? You have to realize that. A lot of us are walking around oblivious to that point. You know, we're really not paying attention to that we are debt slaves, okay, to a system that is inherently in debt and will always be in debt until things change. And so this is a perfect time to reflect on that, because you can look at your government and you can look at the corporations and you can see just how fragile and disarray that it is. All right? You can see how fragile everything is. Where at the whim of a disease, okay? And if you looked at the video of the week that was sent out this week, if you had an opportunity to look at it, okay, it's a very, very eye-opening video of the week that came out this week. Very eye-opening. And, you know, some people may not agree with the information that's on that video. But it's not whether or not you agree with it or not. It's that you hear the information from that video and you go and research it for yourself. It was to get you to open up your eyes and your ears to look at something differently than just looking at it the way that the powers that be want you to look at it. Okay? And so if you look at things a little differently and then you go and research it, then you'll find out better for yourself what you need to know, so you know how to discern what you need to do based on the information that you receive. All right? Because, see, what you see here on this debt clock is not by accident. Obviously, it can't be, because this has been going on for years, even before you were probably born. Okay? So this country was designed to be in debt this way. This is not an accident. And when I say that the country, the so-called country, is a corporation, I'm not just saying it just to say it. Okay? I've studied this. And so just to give you something to look at and to go by and to go and research, right here I have Googled the 28 the United States Code, okay? And you can Google this and go and look it up. 28 United States Code. This is subsection 3002, okay? This subsection is all about definitions. This is definitions. Now, if you go to this subsection 3002, the definitions, this is the United States' own code, okay? Your government's own code. And if you come down on subsection 3002, number 15, subsection 15, where it says United States, this is the definition. This is the section for definitions. And it gives you the definition of the United States. And subsection 15A, United States means a federal corporation. Now, this is right in their own documents. A federal corporation. All right? So now, if you have a corporation that's operating with a deficit of $23 trillion, should it be in business? All right? This is a corporation now. Okay? All the departments in the United States government, all of the departments is part of the corporation. Okay? Are subsidies of the corporation. Go and look this up. They all have a corporate ID. This is nothing new. It's just new to most of us, okay? Because we have been led to believe that this is a government. But no, it's a corporate. We have been led to believe that we're under a constitution. This is a constitutional government, okay? Following the Constitution. No. They have a corporate constitution that mirrors the common law constitution. It just mirrors it. And they transitioned into a corporation back in 1933. Okay, in 1933, the country became bankrupt. We have to do our history. We have to go and learn what's going on, so we'll know why we're in the condition we're in today. So I just wanted to go over this real quick, okay? I'm just trying to show you what 14 Eagles is all about. Yes, we do give gifts. We do receive gifts. We help each other monetarily, okay? Because it's needed. It's needed because everybody that's on this line and everybody that's watching this video has debt. Okay? And if you're not in debt, if you're a lucky one and is not in debt, then you know people around you that are in debt. Trust me. Okay? Because you can't have a corporate government that's $23 trillion in debt and you not be in debt with it. Okay? And this is by design. Okay? So understand what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a corporate government, not a constitutional government. And this is what 14 Eagles is trying to put out. This is the type of information. So when you get those videos of the week, we want you to look at them. You don't have to believe it. Matter of fact, we don't want you to believe it. We want you to take heed to it and go and research the information for yourself. Because the more you research, the more you'll learn. Okay? There's a very deep rabbit hole that you're going to go down when you start to engage yourself in research of this information. And when you go down that rabbit hole, hold on tight, because it's going to be a lot of stuff that you've never seen before, that they've never given you in school or through the mainstream media. All right? So you just get prepared for that. But we want to open up your eyes. We want to expand your consciousness and to change your thinking. Because when we come out of this condition that we're in, okay, we need to go in a whole different direction. We have to be in a direction to where we control what we do, not governments and corporations. All right? We control. We have to take control of our own lives. And you can't do that by yourself. And this is why we create a virtual community. A community where we can help one another. And if we help one another financially, mentally, and spiritually, then there's nothing they can do with us. Then we can be in control again. And then we can dictate what we want done in our communities. All right? So understand, if we, in your community that you live in right now, in the community that you live in right now, if 20% of the people within your community where you live at right now was cash-strapped and debt-free, you could dictate to your local officials what you want done in your community. And things could change at the snap of a finger. Because now you will have control of your community. Just 20%. That's all it takes to start that change. Because it's obvious right now in the world, does it make any sense for 4% of the people to control 95% of the wealth? That doesn't even make sense. Okay? So we need to start to take a stand. We need to build our own communities back up to the point to where we can be in control instead of them being in control of us. Make sense? I hope so. So that's why we're building a virtual community. And even in our community, we have businesses. And we want businesses to come to our community. Okay? Because, see, if we advertise to our community, if the businesses advertise to our community, they have the best of both worlds. All right? Because now they're a part of the community, and they get to advertise to the very community that they're a part of. And so as they advertise to the community that they're a part of, now the community gets to take part in their goods and services. And that business can make money within our virtual community. Now, the only way that we want our businesses to be able to advertise, they don't have to pay 14 Eagles. All we want you to do is to help build a community. So now that makes it even better for the person who is now bringing their business to advertise to the 14 Eagles community. Because not only are they advertising, they're a part of the community, And not only they're just a part of the community, they're building the community as well. So by building the community, now you're receiving monies because of your goods and services that you have to offer, and you also get to receive gifts and contributions within the community. Does that make sense? I hope it does. This is why we have the community. That makes it a real virtual community. We get to all grow together, business-wise and community-wise. And we get to have the goods and services that we need. So at a time like this is where if people had their businesses advertised on our community right now on the website, would they be worried about this lockdown right now? No. It's a perfect time to build a community and everybody take care of each other. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. No, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. No, you're not going to get rich overnight in this. That's not what this is for. This is to build a community. Okay? And also, we're not alone either, because 14 Eagles has partnered with a company called Fund Me 24/7. And Fund Me 24/7, their concept just about mirrors what 14 Eagles does. So we encourage people to take a look at Fund Me 24/7, because now you can take your personal financial issues that you have and raise monies for that issue. Whatever personal project that you may have, either personal or business, you can raise money through crowdfunding in Fund Me 24/7. That's what it's there for. It's taking the crowdfunding industry by storm. It's flipping it upside down. Okay? Crowdfunding is now a legal entity in the United States. Signed into law by President Obama back in 2012. That's where you get your GoFundMes and the other FundMes that to help fund businesses and people that have invented different products and things to help them with their business ventures. Crowdfunding. You can raise money through crowdfunding. And 14 Eagles, gifting is nothing but a crowdfunding platform, right? So understand, so Fund Me 24/7 and 14 Eagles, it just makes sense for us to come together as partners. And so now that doubles your efforts, okay, by having two different platforms with the same community. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. And now we've started a project with the college, trying to get rid of college debt. College debt. Because that's one of the prevailing things that's going on in this country today too. Is debt. Is the college debt. That's one of the biggest debts besides the mortgage debt there is. It makes no sense for kids to go and get an education for 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6 years, depending on what they're going to school for, and then come out and graduate with debt. You see how that's designed? They've taken school and created it into a business. Is school supposed to be a business? Is education, that's supposed to be a business? Does that even make sense? Colleges now is upward to over $100,000 for a kid to get a bachelor's degree. This is crazy. What are we in here? I don't know if you feel like me, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. So that's why we're here, to help combat that. So now we've started a project so we can get the college kids involved in the community. We're not trying to leave anybody out. Everybody needs help. So we've got the college kids now. And so what I want to do real quick, because this is very important, and we need to really get involved with this effort. And so what I want to try to do here is I want to bring up one of the guys that's heading the project, Dwayne Ferguson. He's doing a fantastic job, and they're putting this thing together because we're really looking to go out here and help these kids get involved with the community so they don't have to graduate in debt and then work 20 and 30 years to pay off their college debt. So, Dwayne, are you open?
I am open.
There you go. All right, Dwayne, give us a little synopsis of the project that you're working on with the college debt through 14 Eagles platform.
Sure, absolutely, be happy to. Guys, we got to get this thing under control. They have this thing so controlled that even when you file bankruptcy, that debt does not leave. You still have to pay that. I think I paid at the most $750 back when I was in college during a semester, and I had student loans. And it took me about 7 years to actually, 7 to 8 years to actually pay that debt off. And that was just with that little bit of money. Can you imagine what they have to pay now? And I can't remember the amount that I was paying, but they just got us hooked in here. I just paid it because I just had a job and I just thought it was something I was supposed to do, which I did. And I remember getting my last bill and I paid that off. But the way it is now, in terms of, first of all, I don't think education has really gotten that much better, if at all. But man, that tuition has gone through the roof. $40,000 per semester? Are you kidding me? And you're going to multiply that times 8 or 10 or 12? No. We have a method here with our community that a student can basically align with our community who has debt and or are getting financial aid, or somebody who's already graduated can actually align in our community for as little as $6, one time out of pocket, and build that community, because they already have a communication system that exists within their own peer groups, within their own collegiate community. So for word to kind of spread, especially if they really see success in it, it's lights out, folks. And there's a lot that we can really do, and we're talking about coast to coast. And I'm not talking about just east and west, but I'm talking about north and south. So we need to get the word out. And I know we've talked about this for 2 weeks, and I'm not necessarily seeing any response. So I'm not sure if you all are really understanding the value of what it is that you actually have to offer. But if you don't let them know, I or one of us are going to let them know eventually. And that's something that you're going to lose out on, and it's not necessary. We need your help to get the word out. We need you all to stop being secret agents. If you keep a secret and you're really good at it, no one's going to know anything, and you're going to stay in the same situation you're in. So I'm challenging you to identify with individuals that you know of that, number one, are in school, 2, that are getting ready to go to college, and 3, those have already gone and stuck with that bill. So you got 3 demographics to work on right there. Now we know that they're at home at this point in time because of the bear virus. So because they're now at home, we need to reach out to them. Again, it's just a word of mouth. If you ask 10 people, who do you know that's in college? I'm sure at least 8 of them will know of someone that they know of who has someone that's in college or have already gone through it. It's just a matter of you stop being a secret agent. You know, these secret agents don't do very well with these programs at all. They really don't. And they're the ones that really give great platforms like these, as well as other network marketing companies, they give them a very bad name because people are shy about sharing information that can really change people's lives and afraid of what people are going to think of them. So I'm challenging. We have to get this out. And like I said, it would work pretty much almost overnight if we just get the word out and just talk to folks and say, hey, we have something here where we can basically help you to get out of that student loan debt. And it's going to take $6 in the growth of our community to get you out of that. You don't have to come out of your pocket with no more money, no more new money, of your own money. Okay? So, we're here for you. We're here to help you to get this going. And let's go to work. Just share the information. Hey, I can get you out of debt. And it doesn't matter what kind of debt. It can be a student loan. It can be a car loan. It can be a house mortgage. It can be a mansion. It can be a castle. Whatever it is you have. Whatever you need to pay off, multiplication of this particular program in this particular community, it's nothing. It's nothing at all. It's just a matter of everybody coming together, working together systematically over time. All have a common goal.
So, Dwayne, how would you want, if anybody wanted to get in and take part in the project that you're doing with the college debt, how would you want them to get in contact to be a part of that?
Well, you can show the email over to our control tower. Was it 14 Eagles? How do you say the
control tower at 14eaglesden.com.
Thank you. I thought I was about to say it right, but I screwed it up anyway. What he said. Yeah, what he said. Contact them. Go onto our 14 Eagles page. Go on to contact us, and you'll see it right there. Shoot the information over. We'll get it. Get you out a flyer. You put your own code in there, and you just send it out. Or you just talk directly to them. Now, right now, we're putting together and we're finalizing the video. So we have a video that's going to go along with this. And you really have to say very little or nothing. We're pretty much coming off of third and heading home with the video. And I'm really excited about that. But that's where it starts. So reach out. Take the initiative. Don't become secret. Come out of that secret world. It's no secret. We know you're there. So just come on out and let's work together. We need your help. We want your help as much as we may need your help. But somebody will replace you if you're not willing to take that step forward. And until then, we'll take that step forward. So, join the team.
All right. Very well said. Yeah, join the team, y'all. Thanks, Dwayne. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Join the team. Let's get our kids. Let's keep our kids from going into debt. Okay, before they get out of school. That's not a good trend to start. Okay, so let's start a new trend by graduating college out of debt. Let's start that trend. Okay, let's help start that trend. All right, and then real quick, without I don't want to be remiss. I do want to bring up the facilitator of Fund Me 24/7, so he can speak a minute, just a quick, brief minute on the Fund Me 24/7 platform. And if you will, Mark, are you open?
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah. Can you just real briefly just go over Fund Me 24/7 for everyone, and especially for the people that's looking at the video, the recording?
Okay. It's a very simple program. What it allows you to do, back on March 12th, 2012, former President Barack Obama passed a law called the JOB Act. And what it did, it brought into being what we call where you're allowed to raise funds through crowdfunding. And you simply share the program just like you would share the 14 Eagles program with everyone that you know. And what it allows you to do, it allows you to raise up to $1 million for any project that you have that is legal, moral, and ethical. Again, student loan debt, want to build a house, start a business, long as it's legal, moral, and ethical, you can do that. And we have a couple of programs. They run right together. We have a Feed Me 24/7 program, which is a feeder program into Fund Me. And again, it allows you to raise those funds. And you can, if you got, say you got an individual that's just starting college, before they even get out, they'll have it taken care of. And then might not even have to get a job. Do believe in education, but don't believe in the racket of the student loan. Peace and blessings.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Yes, and so we have it all. We're trying to do it all here, okay, and that's the key. Get involved. That's what the community is here for, to help people. And we can't help anybody if we don't take it to them. All right, and that's what it's all about. So real quick, I want to bring up my partner in crime, Greg Phillips, and he's been with me every step of the way with 14 Eagles, and we've had this thing going for a while now. We've helped a lot of people through 14 Eagles, but we're just getting started. And so I want to bring up Greg, and Greg, just go ahead and close us out, man, so we can do what we do.
All right, very good. Thank you, Brian. Thanks again, Mark. Thanks again, Dwayne, for letting people know about the programs that we have with the 14 Eagles platform. What I really just want to say tonight is going to be like really quick and short. Like, we all see what's going on in the world today, and unfortunately, right now it's getting a little bit worse than before. It's going to get better. And yeah, I live in New York, and I'm amazed at how much New York City is actually shut down. You know, there are a lot of people at home, and they're thinking that, you know, they're going to get this stimulus package, and that's going to be enough. But if this thing goes on a little longer, if anything goes out of whack, you know, and this thing doesn't start to help people get healthier and get rid of the disease in 2 weeks to a month, people are going to be in real dire straits. And right now we have an opportunity, you know, with $6, you know, to get involved in a platform that can protect you and your loved ones. And that's what the 14 Eagles platform is here for. That's why Brian and myself, we hung on to this thing all these years, because we knew that this day was coming. And that's why we put out information as much as we possibly can to make you guys understand. Now, as this thing goes on deeper and deeper and deeper, it is very important to understand what real money is. Because obviously what they're doing right now, they're just in the printing press, putting some numbers on a piece of paper and telling you that this is money. It's really debt. So we need to now understand how important it is for us to get our hands on this fiat currency and convert it into real money, which is gold and silver, land, things of that nature there, because times, you know, the world has changed. It will never be the same again after this virus. So let your friends and family know that we're here. Let them know that we record these calls. Let them know they need to come here just to take a listen. Like Brian said, they don't have to get involved if they don't want to, but at least let your friends and family know that they have an opportunity, an avenue that may be able to help them. So Brian, that's all I have to say right now. I hope everybody has a great and powerful night. You know, let's come together, family, because we need it more than ever before. Okay, we need it.
Amen.
Brian, you got it.
Amen. And that's so true. It's needed more now than ever before. All right, so we appreciate everybody coming to the call. Before we go, I'd like to do something that we've almost started to try a tradition of doing this now. So we'll see if we can do it again. And what I want to try to do is right here. Let's see. It says here on my panel, is this Narcus? You're open. Is that correct? Go ahead and speak. I got you open. I think you closed it back up. Is that Narcus?
I'm sorry, I drive at night and I make a lot of noise, so I was just listening in.
Okay, I'll tell you what, Narcus. Is that your name, Narcus?
No, Marcus.
Okay, Marcus. Okay, Marcus. But go ahead and drive. No problem. But listen, this is what I want you to do. If you get an opportunity, go to the 14 Eagles website. That's 14eaglesden.com. 14eaglesden.com. And click on the Contact Us tab. You will see our email address. It's controltower@14eaglesden.com. I want you to send an email, and in the subject, I want you to put webinar gift. Webinar gift, okay? And when you send the email, just put your name in there and your Cash App ID. You have a Cash App?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, put your name and your Cash App ID, and in the subject, just put webinar gift. and send that to us. And 14 Eagles wants to send you a gift because you could have been anywhere else and doing anything else, but you came here and listened in on the call tonight. And we appreciate that, man. We appreciate it. So we want to send you a gift, and so make sure that you go to the site and get the email address, and send us that email webinar gift, and we want to bless you with a gift so you can turn around and bless somebody else. Okay? That sound okay?
I definitely will bless someone else. Can you give me that email address one more time so I can do it at my next hour?
Yes, Control Tower, like at the airport, Control Tower at 14, the number 14, Eagles with an S, then DEN.com. That's Control Tower at 14eaglesden.com. Okay.
I would definitely do that, man. I appreciate it. You just don't know.
Thank you, man.
My night has been blessed, man.
Hey,
Never expected this.
We appreciate you, man. We appreciate that you even came and listened to us, And so, because you could have been anywhere else. And right now you out there driving somewhere, and you could have been driving and not even been on the call. So we appreciate you coming, bro. For real.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Thanks again.
All right. Thank you, man. All right. All right, so there it is, y'all, and we appreciate everybody coming to the call. And bring somebody. We'll be here next Thursday night, as always, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bring someone to the call. Let them see what we do here at 14 Eagles. Like I said, we're not just a gifting platform, okay? We're a community. We try to do it all, okay? We're here to help everybody, whether they want help or not. All right? And so that's what we're here for. We're here to change the world. Not just change your mind, but change the world. All right? So with that, we appreciate it. And so what we're going to do at this moment is, hold on a second. Let me redo these controls here.